Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line, right?
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Gators will send out the punt. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Coleman. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got a man. It's Coleman. On the move at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Singleton. At the 45, on his way. Wide open space. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Rebels want to move quickly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Slater. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's going to throw deep right side. Caught at the 25. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball and creating the interception.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
Finds his tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
On the ground, it's Edwards. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Finding open areas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this one is perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to James Madison. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Marks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass throw a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Under fire. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Odom. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A quick pass to the left. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. With the catch, it's Montgomery. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Makes a grab over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Wyatt. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback, because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pulls it in. It's Slater. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They're going to ride this running back. Spins away from the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Brings into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Gators. The punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if like this in the trenches, dominating football games.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Right down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Marks. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they go back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 28 to Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 30, the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Daniels. There he goes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Another touchdown for this guy. He's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Marks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
They go to the draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, on that third down play, I think the quarterback's got to do a little bit of a better job really selling the pass. I think he kind of hurried it up too fast, got the ball to the running back. He didn't fool anybody. Back got tackled for loss. Now it's fourth.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Gators line up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That's caught. It's Kramer. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Powers through the defender.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Here we go.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The option look. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that.